when I talk about the future of patent litigation, I talk about the unitary patent, which maybe some of you have heard about, which is very heavily discussed in Europe these days. The unitary patent and the unitary patent system.
他要跟大家介绍统一专利制度跟统一专利法庭。
So this will be something that is about to arrive in maybe the next year. So let's see how it is today. If today you want to enforce a patent in Europe, you will need to enforce a national patent. There is no European patent as such.
那如果你要实施你的专利权，那你必须从国家进入国家阶段以后获得许可才能开始。
You might be asking yourself why there's no European patent, because there is an EP patent, but this, as a lot of you will know, is a bundle patent, so it means there is a unitary application process, but once the patent is granted, it falls into its national parts, so you will have a German, a UK, a Dutch patent, and so on and so forth.
那虽然你说你申请了欧洲专利，但是它还是跟 PCT 一样，你得进入国家阶段，然后真正落实以后才能实施你的专利权。
There have been attempts to actually overcome this nationality, to actually unify in the European spirit also the patent system for a long time, since the 70s actually.
其实统一专利制这个事情从1970年就开始有这个想法，但是一直到最近才即将落实。
But it's taken a long time to finally arrive, and now it's almost on the verge of being there. So it's a unitary patent that we are talking about, one patent that will cover the entire European Union, similar to your US patent or a Chinese patent, which covers all of China and all of the US.
那新的制度就会像美国专利、中国专利一样，它就是欧洲就是一个专利。
This actually, my colleague Dr. Lucke will talk about in some more detail, or at least give you an idea of what this new patent will look like. I'm a bit more concerned, being a patent litigator myself, about this new court system, which will at the same time arrive, an entirely new court structure in Europe.
那关于统一专利制度，等一下陆克博士会讲，那他要比较强调在新制度下面的诉讼。
So this is really exciting actually, and I'm glad you're all here to listen to this, because this is really something that we haven't had in Europe for a long time, that we have something which hasn't been there before, a really new court system that will give us additional opportunities, additional things to handle patent litigation when it is there, and this is where we get started now.
那新的制度启动之后呢，整个法院的这个诉讼的程序跟法院的层级也都会不一样的。
So let's see how this has evolved. I'm not going back to the 1970s and the attempts to make it work, but in 2013 there was a UPC agreement signed by 25 EU member states, so it has been set into force at that time by an agreement by these member states.
那其实在这个他说呢，这个统一专利的这个协议其实很早，在2013年2月19号就25个欧盟的会员都已经同意签署了。
There has been a lot of discussion about a lot of issues. There have even been suits being filed by, for example, let's look at Spain. Spain has said, well, our language is not so important in the system, so we might want to attack this system. It hasn't worked. So all of this has been overcome in the last years. So now we actually have this agreement, which is not challenged anymore. It will come into force, and this is already pointing towards the right side, as you see it, 2016 or 2017. It says on the slides it's actually April 2017, most likely, that it will be there and in force.
其实每一年我们都听到这个统一专利制要实施了，但是他们觉得2017年是最有可能的，因为过去可能因为西班牙、波兰啊这些，他们觉得他们的语言、他们的这个不受重视，不在他们官方语言，有很多的争议，但其实问题全解决了。
Why isn't it enforced yet? Well, it's an international treaty, and as such it needs to be ratified, so the national parliaments still need to say yes, and we are in the process of obtaining 13 member states, which is the minimum requirement to actually make it start, but it looks like in April 2017 this will be the case.
那我们知道说国际公约要有一定的会员成员签署才算，所以呢，他们要求要有13个 会员国签署才会生效，其中3个重要国家跟10个其他小国家，那3个重要国家当然就是德国、英国、法国。